And Clark State, very similar. They've lost 8 of their last 9. Their last win was on January 5th, so it's been a couple of weeks since Clark State has won, and it's been almost a month since the Commodores have won. Their last win just before Christmas against Bryant Stratton right here at home, it was 67-60 was the final in that game. So this is a matchup, at least on paper, Brian, that looks like it could be a competitive basketball game for both teams.
It's a very even matchup, and they're both having their trouble scoring, but as you can see, the Commodores are having an easier time scoring than Clark State, and as long as they keep pressing the defense, this should be a pretty decent win for the Commodores.
Clark State breaks that press, and there's the first basket of the afternoon, Kelsey Boggs. Boggs from London, Ohio. She's a freshman. Brandis Smith with her shot blocked. Here comes Boggs the other way. Boggs on the break. Has more with good defense. Just like that, Clark State with back-to-back buckets. Lamari Hawkins. Hawkins from Dayton. Played her high school ball at Dunbar. Well, they've had some great track athletes at Dayton Dunbar over the years.
Both these teams are just very quick, very pronounced teams when they start running, but good defense there.
Asmore with defense, try to turn it into offense. This is Haley Sprouse, shot was blocked. Moore gets it back, nice feed to Maya McDonald, missed the shot. But good ball movement, though, for the Commodores.
Good ball movement, good play, just not going into the basket. There's a lid on the basket today a little bit.
Brandis Smith with that tough pressure defense at midcourt. Smith adjusts off the glass, shot won't go. Hawkins will bring it down the floor and lose it. Very sloppy basketball game right now, but that's what Coach Granito wanted, actually. He wanted pressure defense, on-ball defense, full court, because he thought that they could put the pressure on the guards for Clark State.
They're looking for tough, gritty, and they're making sure that this is not an easy game for Clark State.
5 in, 5 out for Lorain County Community College. Original starters back in. That's Kelsey Gannon, Bree Gallagher, Kelsey Simmerly, Venetia Billings, and Haley Sprouse stays in the game. Ashley Elliott started the game. Sprouse will stay in. One Keystone Wildcat for another. Sprouse and Elliott both played down the street, Southern Lorain County in LaGrange, Keystone High School. Simmerly with great defense.
Good block. Simmerly has been in battery today. She has been charging with this team, and she's making sure that this team is starting to heat up like a microwave.
You know, Kelsey does a lot of good things on the basketball floor. This is Billings with the soft shot that won't go, but Gallagher's there for the rebound. Will not happen. And here comes Mackenzie Coley. Brooke Sterrett now with the basketball. Nice feed. Simmerly with a rebound.
What Coach G was telling me earlier today is that they need to make sure that Clark State does not shoot the threes. They have 2 very good 3 shooters on their team. If they can make sure that they are not on the line, or if they have a hand in their face, they'll be fine.
As a team, Clark State shoots 33% from outside the arc. They've made 110 three-point shots this year, so they can certainly shoot it out there. One of those players is Elena Lyons. Lyons has the basketball right now. She's a shooter. Missed that shot, and Gannon chases down the loose ball. Gallagher tried to get it inside. Shot knocked out of bounds, or the pass knocked out of bounds by Cawley.
Gallagher was trying to thread the needle there with that pass.
Hawkins checks back in for Clark State. Lamari Hawkins with 2 points. Bree Gallagher will check out. Brandis Smith back in. Brandis Smith leads the team with 30 steals. She'll shoot the 3. Had the open look. Shot was long, but there's Billings. Venetia Billings has done she has done everything. She's a double-double. In points and rebounds per game. Started out the game with 6 straight points.
She's leading the team in rebounds and points, and she's been showing up for every game, even though they've been losing. She's been showing up for every game and been playing very well.
Wild shot Turned into a backcourt foul by Brooks Sterrett. That will be Sterrett's first.
Legal personal fouls on number 10, Brooks Sterrett. Her first.
Got a moment here. Kelsey Simmerly's the spotlight player today in the athletic program. You were talking about all the great things she does.
She's a two-sport athlete and a 6-time varsity letter winner at Avon Lake High School. And she was also served as the captain for the basketball team. Was also high jumper for the track team.
On cue, got the rebound and the putback.
She has been the battery of today's game. She had a 3.6 high school GPA. She's also a very smart cookie. And again, she's been showing up every game that she has, and she's been a battery. She's been on fire.
This is Sprouse with a hesitation crossover. Shot was blocked, but Sprouse is going to shoot free throws. Mackenzie Cawley will get called for the foul. Cawley leads the team in block shots for Clark State. That was a block shot, but it was also a foul, so Haley Sprouse will be at the foul line. Sprouse just 41% from the foul line this year, the 5'7" sophomore forward from Keystone High School. Sometimes, Brian, when you struggle at the foul line, a lot of times it's just in your head.
It is.
You know, it's a tough spot as Haley makes one of two. You're on an island. All the eyes are on you. The gym generally is quiet at that point. So the pressure is much more than it is if you've got a trapping defense in your face and you're trying to get off a shot.
There's some players out there that like being in the middle of 5 or 6 players. One of them might be from your team, and then there's players that like being at the free throw line for the extra point, and they struggle and they can't do it. It's a good analogy would be Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest scorers of all time, but can't do anything on the free throw line.
He was awful, and that's putting it nicely. And Shaq would admit that. He actually likes to make fun of himself. This is Billings. Shot won't go. Sterrett. Pass it off to Hawkins, and Hawkins will bring it up. Lorain County Community College up 10. Minute 30 left in this opening quarter. Good pass. Nice defense. Brandis Smith with quickness.
They're playing smothering defense.
Brandis is going to pick up a foul.
No, that's a good foul. She was getting into the lane, and she was open. Brandis Smith comes in there and makes sure that she has to earn the points. Okay, I guess that wasn't a shooting foul.
Hawkins was on her way to shooting, but you do not get continuation in college. Long three. In and out. Billings with yet another rebound. Billings on the season averages 13 rebounds per game, plus 14 points. A couple of times, Ohio Community College Athletic Conference Player of the Week. Venetia's going to pick up a foul. Not only has she been an outstanding basketball player, she was a great volleyball player for Ted Witzel, the women's volleyball team here at Lorain County Community College. They play at a super high level. If you look at the banners that are in this shot right now, the wide shot of the gym, 80% of those banners are from the volleyball program, and Venetia was a huge part of it this year.
I'm reading all these banners right now, and the volleyball team is definitely very good.
So this is Sterrett, Brooks Sterrett from Huber Heights Wayne High School. Brooke on the season's been an outstanding player for this Clark State team. Averages 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, does a little bit of everything. This is Elliott for the Commodores. Quickly down the floor. Clark State will throw the basketball away.
It's been a very fast-paced game so far, Ron.
On Wednesday, Clark State played Terra State. They lost by 21, 65-44. And last time the Commodores were on the floor, they lost to Lakeland. At Lakeland, 84-38. That Lakeland team, though, is ranked in the top 10 in the country. And that is I think they're 15-1. They are super.
Yeah, Division II is definitely a different monster.
Another foul on the Commodores. Foul will go against Smith. That will probably earn her a spot on the bench because 2 fouls in the first quarter. You don't want one of your especially pressured defenders
one of your
being
top
in
players.
foul trouble.
But that's what happens when you're playing the pressure defense. You're in their face, and any slight movement, you're going to try to swipe for that ball.
This is Kelsey Boggs at the foul line. Kelsey on the season, 60% from that foul line, averaging 5 points per game. She'll grab her own rebound. Foul against the Commodores. Foul will go against Ariana Johnson. It's Ariana's first. Johnson, a freshman out of Midview High School in Grafton.
Commodore personal fouls on number 30, Ariana Johnson, her first.
So Boggs is back at the foul line, 1 of 2 so far this afternoon. Now make it 1 of 3. Boggs from London, Ohio. With the foggy mist and the rain and the icy, it was almost like she was in London today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no difference than London, England today.
Simmerly with another rebound. Kelsey's challenging Billings for the lead in team rebounds so far in this opening quarter. This is Moore with it. Left-hand dribble. Asmore creates her own shot. Missed it. Elliott missed it, but the ball was knocked out of bounds off the hands of Clark State. I think Anara Williams was the last to touch it. Shot clock's at 9 seconds. Shot did not hit iron, so it did not reset. This is Moore off the inbound. Immediately double teamed. She's in trouble. Az needs some help, and she won't get it. Comes Clark State. This is Hawkins, Lamari Hawkins with her head up.
Clark
Looking
State
inside, going to drop her shoulders and try to score on a layup. She missed it, but Commodores fouled.
Clark State's starting to play a little bit more pressure defense as well. They're not getting the Commodores aren't getting as good of shots as they probably could at this point right now.
Call that foul on Clark State. Boggs. First foul for Boggs, and that wraps up the opening quarter. Good one for the Commodores. They're up 8, 14-6 after 1 quarter. We're in a 60-second timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back with the second quarter.
I chose Lorain County Community College because it was close to home, was affordable, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in my life. I'm Jimmy Holzalski. I'm from Wakeman, Ohio. I went to Firelands High School.
I first met Jimmy when he took an anatomy and physiology class with me. He was just a very bright student, and after he got done, I asked him what his future plans were, and he said he was going to go to nursing school. And my response was, why don't you go to medical school?
And I told her that I didn't have the confidence in myself or the knowledge to be able to navigate a pre-medicine major.
And I said, I can help you get there. We don't have traditional students here. We have students that come here with a story of their own.
Just finished my clinical rotations at Ohio University, and I'm getting ready to move to Dayton to do emergency medicine residency at Grandview Medical Center. I chose Dr. Durham to hood me at graduation because she really became my mentor and guided me to this place that I am in my life, so I couldn't think of a better person to do it.
That in 60 on Jimmy Holzalski is just, it's a great example of the relationships that are built at the community college level. Here's a young man from Firelands, Lorain County, comes here as a student, maybe not real confident in his pre-med abilities, as you heard, and Dr. Durham, who, is one of our outstanding teachers in our science department, in biology specifically, just had enough time to spend with him to give him the confidence to pursue that doctorate degree in pre-med. And that was Elena Lyons who hit that 3 as I was talking about Holzalski. But you get that at the community college level. You get that opportunity for lots of one-on-one attention from your professors, and all the time it is a full-time faculty professor that's teaching you. It's not a lab aide or a student assistant. And it's one of the great strengths of community colleges, for sure. Similarly, with defense in the backcourt, you're going to call Kelsey for the foul.
As a student here, like you were saying, I truly enjoy being in a small class, and I enjoy the relationships that I have with my teachers whenever I'm able to come here. So I do agree with that statement.
So after the 11-0 run that the Commodores started in the first 4 minutes of that opening quarter, it is a 9-3 answer by Clark State. They're back in this game. It's 14-9. Commodores again with a press, soft press, easily broken by Hawkins. Amari Hawkins will take it all the way, and she'll look for the three-point play.
Commodores are losing a little bit of their grip with that with their defensive play. If they can start playing the press once again, they can get back into this game and scoring more.
Fouls on Simmerly. That's Kelsey's third, and that's unfortunate because that will put her on the bench. Haley Sprouse will check in. She'll come in for her teammate. Sprouse is in with 4. Simmerly will be on the bench with 4 points, but she has 3 fouls. And this is Hawkins at the foul line, and Lamari Hawkins has 5 points. Sprouse with the screen from Billings. This is Elliott. Commodores lost the ball, so suddenly the wheels have fallen off for Coach Granito's Lady Commodores. Brooke Sterrett with the basketball. Clark State with an opportunity to take a lead if they can hit a 3. Sterrett try her angle, did not go. Elliott fights for it. Billings will pick up the loose ball.
That's good defense there from the Commodores.
Haley Sprouse from about 22 missed it, fouled her own miss with another shot. Did not go, but Clark State stepped on the baseline.
They've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds today, the Commodores have, and they keep trying to put it back up. They're not getting the easier shots, though, but they're still trying their best to put it up.
You know, Brian, rebounding has not been a strength of this Lorain County Community College team. They're -6 in the rebound category per game. Sprouse with another look at a 3. Missed it short. Billings would not go.
Anisha Billings has been everywhere today.
And on the flip side, this Clark State team dominates on the boards, at least statistically, throughout their first 17 games. They're +14 per game in rebounding. Sprouse into a double team. Foul will go against Clark State. It's going to be on Anara Williams.
That was a hard foul. I think the best thing about this team is that these ladies are tough. They take a beating on the inside, as you can see, and they can still play through it.
This is Gannon. She'll get it back, lose it. Clark State with it. Sprouse stole it. Bree Gallagher now with it. Gets it inside to Billings. Venetia with a nice drop step.
There we go.
And falls. Billings has 8.
Hit him with that nice post hook there.
Boy, they needed that bucket. It had been a while. Commodores trying to win for just the 4th time this year. Sprouse with the steal.
They're starting to feel a little bit of that momentum shift back to the Commodores here.
You know, they're 3 wins. One on November 1st, the first game of the year, actually, 67-46 over Erie. Second one came 2 weeks later against Harper. A big win, 50-point win, 70-20. This is Billings from 16 feet. And then the third win came before Christmas, 4 days before Christmas. So it's been, you know, those 3 wins came in November and December, and it has been nothing but dry.
Good defense there from number 32.
Sprouse. Gallagher's going to have another look at it. Bree Gallagher will back it back out. Gallagher's in a fight right now. They call the foul on Bree. So good defense that time by Lamari Hawkins. She was really inside the kitchen to Bree Gallagher and created the turnover and a foul on Gallagher.
This has been a very tough, gritty game. Both teams are playing very well, and they're making sure that they're playing as hard as they possibly can.
Well, it's settled into, after that early spurt by Lorain County Community College, it's settled into the kind of game that we thought it would be.
Yeah.
2 teams evenly matched. 2 teams both have struggled this year to score. Lorain County Community College shoots just 30% from the field. Clark State's a little bit better, but not much. They're at 33%. So, you know, when you're shooting that low from the field, you're not going to score a whole lot of points. And if you're not going to score a whole lot of points, it's hard to win. Clark State with patience on the perimeter.
Hawkins trying to get a little bit fancy with that pass there, but Clark State got the ball back. And as you were saying, these teams are very evenly matched up, and it's starting to show here, except for that early outburst by Lorraine County.
Lions can shoot it, missed that one. Shot clock went off. No worries, Commodores had the rebound. Smith, long range, wouldn't go. Billings with another rebound. Double teamed, got out of it, spun it in. Venetia Billings has 10.
It's those second chance points.
Sprouse and Billings stopping the drive. Again, Lions. That was right on the money, hit long. Billings went up, coming down, 2 players. It's a tied up ball, and the Commodores have the possession arrow. Billings, along with Kelsey Boggs, both went up for that. Billings at 5'9", and Kelsey Boggs at 5'10", so that's a nice matchup inside.
Venetia Billings has been on fire this whole game. She has been everywhere on the court and doing whatever she wants.
Clairview High School. Venetia's a clipper. Sets the screen for Gallagher. This is Gannon. Created her own look.
It was a nice look too. A little bit short on the shot though.
Lyons and Boggs trying to break that press. Boggs will shoot it. Would not go. Ball's tipped out of bounds off Clark State.
A little bit hard to the rack there.
18-12, Lorain County Community College with a 6-point lead. 5:05 left to play, opening half. Commodores trying to win for the first time since December 21st. Clark State trying to win for the first time since January 5th off the glass.
Venetia Billings.
Billings with 12. Lions went into the bench, almost knocked her face on the chair over there with Gallagher playing defense. It's a turnover for Clark State.
Gallagher was smothering over there. Made sure she couldn't go anywhere.
Well, Elena Lyons, great player. Leads Clark State 17 points per game. Has made 41 3-point shots. Plays about 28 minutes per game for Coach Jay Etter.
Ooh, with the bounce on the rim. Venetia Billings is going crazy right now.
Billings with 14 of the 22 for Lorain County Community College. It is a matchup nightmare right now, at least for Clark State. Venetia Billings is. This is Lyons trying to create her own look. Up and over the back was Kelsey Gannon. Kelsey Boggs tried to grab that missed shot by Lyons, her teammate, and Gannon went up and over her back. Kelsey will draw the foul. That will be foul number 2 on Kelsey Gannon.
Kelsey Gannon, her second, team third.
Brian, you look at common opponents this year with these two teams. They both played Lakeland, and I said, you know, Lakeland I think is 15-1. They're ranked in the top 10 in the country. Both of them lost to Lakeland. Clark State lost 78-58. Lorain County Community College lost 88-51, so both games blowouts.
Yeah.
Both teams played Columbus State. Columbus State, I think, is ranked 12th in the country. Both teams lost. Both teams lost by 30+. And both teams have played Terra State. The Commodores got smoked by Terra State by 55 points. It was a 21-point loss for Clark State. Nonetheless, common opponents, common results, and you know, here we are with a matchup that we expect to be a good one.
These are very similar teams. The way that they play, they're both quick. They both have good shooters on them. But for right now, it seems that LCCC has their name or has their opportunity to play well on the inside of the paint.
It's Billings' second foul. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Granito takes her out of the game with 4:12 left in this opening half. I mean, it'd be hard to. She's got 14 of your 22 points, but the risk is having your star player pick up her 3rd foul in the last 4 minutes of the 2nd quarter.
It has been a noticeable difference when Venetia is on the bench.
So Sprouse strong to the basket. Shot was blocked, but Gannon with the hustle. You know, Coach Granito told you and I, Brian, just before the game, we want to win loose balls. We want to win that part of this game, and they have done that so far.
They've been playing the press defense, and they've been going for the loose balls. I think the biggest factor so far has been the offensive rebounds. They haven't made every second chance point that they have, that they've been able to get, just like I've been saying right there. But they've been getting the offensive rebounds, and it's proven with the score that we have right now.
Brandis Smith had a beautiful pass to Gannon on that offensive possession. Did not turn into points, but it sure was pretty to watch. This is Lions trying to get a look at a 3. Boy, credit Bree Gallagher with just suffocating defense right now on the top scorer for Clark State. Smith's going to pick up the foul. That's Brandis Smith's 3rd foul. So the Commodores in a little bit of foul trouble, actually. They've got Smith with 3. Kelsey Simmerly, who's been on the bench for most of the 2nd quarter, she got 3 quick fouls. Billings is 2, and Gannon has 2.
They're playing a little bit of a sloppy game so far, but it's the pressure, and it's how they're really just handling themselves right now. If they can calm down with the fouls a little bit, this is going to be an easy game.
Boggs struggling right now, 1 of 5 so far this afternoon from the foul line. She has bookends. She made her first foul shot, made her last foul shot, missed the 4 in between. Gallagher went up. They said she left her pivot foot. She kind of got caught in between there.
Lost her focus a little bit there. Got a little bit excited.
So Clark State on a little 3-0 run here over the last minute and 10 seconds.
Changed everybody out on that one.
Hawkins back in the game. She has been trouble for Lorain County Community College. She presents a matchup problem. Starrett. Traveling with the basketball was Liz Weaver. Weaver, good player. Leads the team in 3-point shots. She's made 58 coming into this game, averaging 15 points per game, but she is scoreless, Brian.
That's what Coach G was looking for. Make sure that these 3 shooters cannot shoot the 3. I don't think we've seen a 3 from Clark State here in this game. If we have, we've seen 1.
We've had 1. Elena Lyons hit a 3. That's been it. So I guess if you're Clark State, you got to look at it this way. We've made only 1 3-point shot. That's kind of our bread and butter, and we're still down just 8. Starrett with a strong drive, just missed the shot. Always trying to find the positive in the negative, at least if you're a coach, you know, to impress upon your players. And you know, that's what I would say if I was Jay Eder. I'd say, listen, ladies, we haven't done what we're good at, and we're still just down 8.
Both these teams are playing very well. Well, very well to a point. They're both playing to the point to where nobody's out of this game yet.
It's been good defense. 10 on the shot clock. Billings strong to the basket, lost the ball, and the Eagles will bring it up. Inside 2 minutes left in this opening half. Starrett with a long 3, and Bree Gallagher will chase down that loose ball. Gallagher wears number 11 in Cloverleaf High School in Medina. She's a sophomore. Bree plays a lot, 32 minutes per game. It's a 40-minute game, so she is in the game for 75% of it and knocks down that short shot.
Her first 2 points of the game.
Weaver with a wild one. Oh, I tell you, Hawkins rather.
Ooh, she hit
That
the
was
ground
Lamari
hard.
Hawkins, and I don't know, did she come down on her elbow, Brian?
It looked like she came down on her wrist or her elbow. She's holding it right now.
I'm not even sure she had her face to the basket when she shot that ball. She was falling with her back to the basket and just kind of flipped it, and it went.
That's what you call a Steph Curry shot there, not even looking at the basket.
Gannon off the glass. Kelsey Gannon with her first two. .46 seconds left. Commodores with a 9-point lead. Just stare it with a strong ball fake. Haley Sprouse, steady Sprouse. She has been outstanding in this opening half. Comes Gannon, 1 against 3. Kelsey's going to take it to the hoop. Missed the shot, but look who's there for the rebound. Billings. Venetia couldn't get the bucket, and Anara Williams will control it for Clark State. Gallagher steals it. 4 seconds to left. Venetia's going to have to shoot it, get it off. She did. Shot was missed, and we head to halftime. Lorain County Community College 26, Clark State 17. The Commodores led by 8 after a quarter. They're up 9 at halftime, and that's a good thing. Got a 15-minute halftime break. We're going to take the opportunity to really tell you about some great stories that we have here on our campus at Lorain County Community College. Students and professors and programs and community all coming together to make this place, Lorain County, your community college. And we're going to start with somebody from our police academy, Dan Sumter, who is working in Elyria with their police department.
Oh, wow.
And the technology, the cyber technology that we have here at the college, education-wise, is really helping Sumter become a better police officer. We start with that in 60 on Dan Sumter. We'll be back.
I always thought that if somebody got hurt or somebody fell or somebody was around me that needed help, it was my responsibility to help them. I'm Dan Sumter. I'm an Elyria Police Department detective. I've been a detective for the last 6 years and have been on the department. This is my 21st year. We all have a role. My role is of cell phones. Every investigation involves cell phone, mobile forensics, mobile technology. Everybody has their lives on their phone. The forensics I do on our cell phones solve 99% of our cases. Recently I had a homicide case where 3 guys eventually got life sentences. I was able to recover enough evidence to prove that this wasn't just a random murder, it was a murder for hire case. That's why we got the 3 life sentences, so that was huge. Lorain County Community College fits with the digital forensics and the Elyria Police Department in a way that it kind of kicked off what I do. The equipment that they have and the access that they gave me, I could do anything and everything that I needed to get done. It was like I hit the lottery every day. Every day I'm proud of what I do.
My wife Marcia and I, our family, we have a small farm in Avon Lake. We're transitioning to organic farm. It's about 2.5 acres that we're growing on. We're growing a variety of vegetables and spices. We believe in organic because we believe it's the best way to farm. I'm Joe Coleman from Coleman Gardens. Our relationship with the culinary arts program here at Lorain County Community College was really by chance. My wife was at the annual Empty Bowls by the Lake in Avon Lake, and she just happened to enjoy Chef Adams' New England clam chowder. And the relationship from there has blossomed. We have been more than excited to have the students of the program come on our site and plant. They came out about 6 weeks later, and they harvested and then brought it back here. I believe they were using it for final exams. If they can realize early in their career that buying local, finding places that they can buy fresh produce locally not only supports a local community, but it also lowers the carbon footprint. We would love them to keep coming out and planting on our site, coming back and harvesting it.
We're involved with the Pig Math Research Grant, which is about having students use math to solve industry problems.
We are trying to use an algorithm to find anomalies in data.
We're finding red flags. We're looking for indicators of a problem.
There's almost math equations to model for anything in everyday life. Somebody designed everything, and they probably used math for it.
I love math. I actually have a whiteboard at my house that I do problems on.
Math to me is just like puzzles. You're solving problems, you're tackling something in new ways. It's really a creative thing. I'm actually from Chicago, but I came out here because there's a lot of good things said about Lorain County Community College and a lot of opportunities that the students get here.
I just felt like it was getting me out of my comfort zone.
And I really like Professor Dobek and her teaching style.
I think math is best, honestly.
I'm currently a Lorain police officer. I hold the rank of detective sergeant. I'm Tabitha Angelo. I'm from Lorain. I am the first female sergeant here at the Lorain Police Department. After getting out of the military, I used my GI Bill to attend Lorain County Community College, where I obtained my associate's degree. I also went to Lorain Community College Police Academy. I chose LCCC to follow my career. The toughest part of my job at the Lorain Police Department is dealing with kids that maybe have been abused. It's a majority of the work that I do working with children and handling homicide cases, especially when children are involved. I think being a mom and being that mother makes you want to shield the children from what's really out in the world. I think the best part of my job that makes me happy is obviously going home to my family and going home safe, but knowing that I put every bit of effort that I could to be able to lock up somebody that deserves to be locked up.
We always pressed education onto our children and told them the importance of going to college. I am Kimberly Wright.
Hi, I'm Roger Wright. I am the Chief of Security at the Lorain Correctional Institution in Grafton.
I'm a business office manager for a nursing facility. How long did it take me to get that degree? Probably about 7 or 8 years, because I was taking one course at a time, focusing on family, which was something else we told our kids, that you really need to finish something if you start it.
And we walked up and got our degrees together. It was pretty neat.
I'm thinking about entering one of the partnership programs.
Through that course of time, our oldest one graduated, our second one graduated, and our third one's currently in school. At first I was intimidated. I think I started going back around 48, and I was worried about always being the oldest guy in the classroom. But I actually had fun sitting in classroom. I was able to learn from some of the younger kids, and a lot of times I had opportunities to share some of my wisdom that I've learned over the years.
Yeah, I'm proud of my husband, yeah.
I've been a full-time student here since I was a sophomore. I have 84 college credits. I'm 18 years old. My name is Hannah Newsome. I would love to be the person that creates an artificial heart from live human cells. I've always been very interested in the Jarvik heart, how it's been able to keep people alive so much longer. I'm doing HIV research on a deletion mutation at Lorain County Community College. The goal is to create a new therapy for HIV/AIDS. I work under Dr. Harry Kessler. I love learning, so I don't just love learning in the classroom, I love learning how my car works, learning theory of music and how it all relates, math, how it can combine things together. I love seeing how we can potentially manipulate genetics, which runs on a code, how to help people to change their condition. I'd love to be a biomedical engineer. I sing, but not very well.
This is something I always wanted to do. My mom and dad were both STNAs, and my mom actually went deeper into that, and she's a nurse currently in school for RN. And my dad still does it. I'm Tremere Blair.
I'm Synthesia Solomon. I'm in the STNA program at Lorain County Community College.
I'm part of the apprenticeship program at Lutheran Home in Westlake.
It's going good. I really like it. It's a lot of hands-on, taking care of the residents, making sure they're happy, comfortable, and feel like they're at home. We do things that they can't do on their own, like bathing. If they can't bathe for themselves, we will bathe them, dress them.
I'm very hands-on, so instead of being lost in class, I kind of learned going on, being hands-on, working there, and coming here. I know a lot more than what I did before.
So like it all goes together of how I'm going to do it when I actually become an STNA.
I know I'm getting the value. Everything's fun, honestly.
I think there were some times that I said I wanted to be a teacher or an actress, but journalism has just always been my thing. I'm Madison Tromler. I'm from North Ridgeville, Ohio. Going to Lorain County Community College definitely changed my life, and it led me into a complete domino effect of opportunities that led me to where I am today. I'm a little bit of a news junkie. To write about an event or a specific time or feeling, it's unlike anything to me, and I just love words. I was an intern at the Chronicle-Telegram newspaper in Elyria, and it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever done. So at Channel 3, I spent a lot of time at the assignment desk, and I also did a lot in the field, going out with crews and photographers and reporters and helping with their stories. I think I love the pressure, being on that deadline. It's really fun. I definitely think coming here is how I got to where I am. It was the best decision I ever made.
At Lorain County Community College, our graduates give back. We connect with the community. We have a clear vision. We finish what we start. Start your education. Start your career. Start your story. Our graduates are prepared for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
I'm a registered nurse at Elyria Memorial Hospital. I work on the cardiac telemetry floor, observation unit. I'm Jimmy Lopez. I'm 39 years old. What other job can you say that you can go to work every day and you're helping somebody every single day? Lorain County Community College, wow. You guys fit into my life huge. I'm from Lorain, so they have a place in Lorain that you can go. There was a learning center. I feel like I've done a lot. I'm not done yet, though. The LCCC has that partnership, so I'm just gonna keep going. Ride it all the way through, right? Why not use all my resources? That's what smart people do. Has it been easy? No. But nothing you want is easy in life, right? Without Lorain County Community College, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys today, that's for sure. I wouldn't be making a difference in so many people's lives either.
I'm a Swiss CNC machinist at EMC Precision, currently completing an engineering internship as well. Hi, I'm Sarah Grieve. We take a bar of material with no dimensions to it, and we run it through a machine with between 10 to 15 tools, and we come out with a precise part afterwards. I just always was into mechanical things. My dad was a machinist. I started LCC actually while I was in high school still. I got a lot of hands-on experience at LCC. I would love to get into making medical parts. That was something my dad did for a long time. I feel like those parts are more meaningful in life and actually change people's lives. And that's something that comes out of this with 3D printing. That's something down the line. The medical industry is growing huge because of this industry. I would like to go back for my bachelor's degree with the LCC partnership through Akron. And then after that, I would love to get in my career as an engineer full-time. I like my job, it's very hands-on. I can see what I did at the end of the day. I can hold my part and feel accomplished.
Art in Motion is a tattoo shop where we do tattoos and piercings. I'm Wendy Hoffmaster. I'm from Grafton, Ohio. I like it because it helps me to get out of my head space. I don't have to focus on life, I just focus on what's in front of me. I think it's almost like a form of communication. People don't have to talk in order to communicate. Their tattoos tell a story, and everybody has a story. I'm a mom. I have 3 children. I believe that they're watching me, and me doing what I enjoy and being able to be successful is very important for them to see. I got my first tattoo. It was a tattoo for my family. It was about all the things that are in my heart. And I think that's why I really love the tattoo industry, because I not only get to communicate with people, but I also get to do what I love. I am extremely blessed. That's where I am.
Flex Factor is a 5-week-long program that is designed to inspire, attract, and recruit young students into advanced manufacturing technologies. I'm Deanna Hersko. I'm the program coordinator for Flex Factor here at Lorain County Community College. Students have spent the last 5 weeks preparing to solve a problem using technology, building a business plan around that, and selling it today to a panel of business and industry folks, Shark Tank style.
I'm Amaya Keller, and I'm a student at LCCC for early college. Our product was the Jam Pen, which helps solve stress. The pen has sensors that are on the side of it that can detect how fast your heart is beating. It was a mix of learning how to talk to people and persuading them into wanting the product that we made. It just made me more aware of how much is truly happening in the world, and it makes me want to do something to solve it.
Honestly, I didn't really know what I wanted to do going into senior year. I was always more of a math guy than an English guy. I'm Luke Langle from North Ridgeville, Ohio. I am a scholarship student at the University Partnership in the Computer Science and Engineering program with Toledo. It's a way for me to be creative with my side of the brain that I have. With what I'm doing, I feel like I can express myself in my own unique way. Right now, I'm on co-op at Crown Equipment, learning how to do stuff in the real world in regards to software and hardware. I would want to build software, to interact with people, to solve problems in that kind of way. I did run cross country in college, which is something I never expected to do. I'm a sporty guy, I guess, and people don't really see like computer engineers as sporty guys. I'm not just a person who sits at home and plays video games. I don't actually play video games that much. There's some people who fall into those generalities, but I'd say a lot of us are pretty cool. You just gotta get to know us.
Nice look at Coach Granito along with his assistant Jaquetta Davis talking to their big-time double-double lady, Venetia Billings, who takes a step back out onto the floor. Venetia in that opening half, she had 12 points. She also had 13 rebounds. So she already has the double-double in the first 20 minutes of this basketball game. She's fun to watch, isn't she, Brian?
Oh, she's a great. It's a great time to watch her. She's playing on the inside. She's shooting the ball when she can, but most of all, she's playing the defense. She's doing the dirty man's work, and she's making sure that she's doing it good.
You look at the first half stats as the Commodores hold a 9-point, 26-17 lead at halftime. And if you look at shooting percentages for both teams, doesn't matter if it's from the field, from outside the arc, or even from the free throw line, they have been, well, struggle is a nice way to put it.
Yeah, very. 19.2 for Clark State and 25.5% for LCCC, so they're not putting up the ball very well. It's been a mostly defensive game, but I think the most telling stat right now is the three-point percentage for Clark State, because as the season's gone on, they've averaged 33.1 from the field for the three-point percentage, and they're down to 12.5. I think that's probably the most telling stat, and that's what Coach G was looking for this game.
They've made 1 of 8, and they're 2 stars as far as their women who shoot outside the arc and shoot it well. Liz Weaver, who's made 58 on the season, is scoreless in this basketball game. And Elena Lyons, who's made 40, has just 1 basket made. It was a 3-point shot that she made in the opening quarter, and that's been it. Statistically, if you look at the greatest disparity in this opening half has been free throws. Clark State has gone to the line 12 times. Lorain County Community College has gone only twice. So there's a 10-shot difference there between free throws between Clark State and Lorain County Community College. Some of that, of course, because of the pressure defense, I think, that the Commodores want to impress upon the Eagles of Clark State as this game goes along. They want to have that pressure on the ball, and sometimes with that comes fouls.
Clark State got a little bit better on the free throw line when it came to the second quarter. They were up 80%, making 4 out of 5. So it looks like they're going to be starting up a little bit easier in the second half.
So Clark State's going to have the ball as we open the second half. Doubleheader day today here from the Ewing Activity Center. Men's game will follow. A little pick and roll. That was beautiful. Brooke Sterrett. Nice pass from Lamari Hawkins.
That looked like a pass from Tom Brady. They couldn't have put it in any better to her hands.
And where will Tom Brady throw passes next year? That's the big question this offseason.
I'm surprised he hasn't retired yet.
Gannon with the miss, but Kelsey with that great hustle. Going to give Billings an opportunity, and Venetia takes it softly off the back of the rim. 14 points, 13 rebounds. That's actually right on her season average. Commodores trying to get their first victory since December 21st. Billings with another rebounder, 14.
The way she's playing today, she could go for 20 and 20 today.
Elliott off a double high screen from Gannon and Billings. Missed a shot, got her own rebound. That wouldn't go either.
But as I was saying in the first half, the biggest, I think probably one of the bigger stats that doesn't get talked about enough is the offensive rebounds, because they're
go ahead,
after
Brian.
that hard foul. Because what you see from LCCC is that they have these second chance opportunities. They don't make them all the time, but they're still getting these second chance opportunities to put us up by such a big lead right now.
Lamari Hawkins comes up with some of the most magical ways to release the ball when she shoots it. She creates a separation between herself and the defender that makes the shot hard to block. Percentage-wise, probably not the best angles to shoot from, but it's worked for her. She leads the team with 8 points.
It's the circus shots that she's putting on a show for her team, but the rest of the team needs to come up and put on a show for her as well.
This is Simmerly and Billings. Gallagher with Lions with good defense. Bree with a hesitation dribble created the look, and foul will go against Atlanta Lions.
On number 21, Ray Lyons, her first, team first.
I'd probably say the best thing about Bree Gallagher is that she's not afraid for contact. She's not afraid to get hit while she's going towards the basket, and she's always looking for that contact for the foul.
Haley Sprouse now checking into the game for Lorain County Community College. Sprouse with 4 points in that opening half. She subs in for Kelsey Simmerly. Simmerly at 6. 5 Commodores scored in that opening half. There were only 4 Clark State Eagles that scored. Sprouse turning up the D. Gannon fighting on that sideline, and the ball will come. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Kelsey Gannon. That is Gannon's third.
Making things a little bit uncomfortable for the Clark State Eagles.
Team second.
Kelsey Gannon's a great story on our campus. She did not play or did not run in high school. She did not run as a cross-country or a track athlete at Avon High School. Came here, Jim Powers, our cross-country coach, convinced Kelsey to go out for the cross-country team. And as Elliott will shoot the ball, they'll call the offensive player control foul on Venetia Billings. That's 3 on Billings. So to finish my story on Gannon, she ran for Coach Powers and the Lady Commodores, and she finished 15th in the country this year in NCAA Division III in the national championships. Team finished 9th. Coach Powers and his Commodores had a great year. Kelsey also was an individual champion at the Finger Lakes Invitational, a big cross-country meet up in the Finger Lakes of upstate New York, and she was individual champion. So she's just been a pleasure. I know Coach Granito loves coaching her. On the basketball side, Coach Powers just can't stop smiling when he talks about her on the cross-country side.
It always seems like she has an unlimited battery on her as she tries to get the steal there, which is good hands, quick hands.
Long 3, that's Elliott with a nice rebound. Strong rebound from Ashley Elliott. 9-point Commodore lead. It's the largest it's been in a while. They had a couple of 9-point leads in that opening half. And so Sprouse with a strong move right at the defense and drew the foul. Foul will go against Anara Williams. It's Williams' second foul. Sprouse will go back to the foul line. 1 of 2 so far this afternoon from the foul line. As Moore will check in for Lorain County Community College. Also in for Clark State off the bench, Kelsey Boggs.
And like I was saying earlier in the first half, this has been a down, dirty, gritty game. They're going on the inside, and they're making it look harder to get this basket. They're making it harder on the other team to get into the basket, and the Clark is making it harder for them to get to the basket.
Everything's earned.
Yep.
make free throws for Haley Sprouse. She has 6. Commodores up 11. They were up 11-0 in the first 4 minutes of this game. But Clark State would not go away. Actually closed the game to 14-12 with 9 minutes left in that opening half. This is Elliott.
That was a good open shot. Not a lot of defense on her, just couldn't get the ball to go in.
Lions with more on her. Well, there's an example as Kelsey Boggs scored easily inside of Kelsey Gannon being aware that she's got 3 fouls, and she stayed away from Boggs. Just kind of let Boggs hit that shot. Ashley Elliott rattled the cage and it dropped.
Ashley Elliott for 2.
Cupping it was Hawkins because Gallagher was all over her. And Lamari threw the ball out of bounds. Credit Bree Gallagher for that turnover.
She has been a pest today on defense.
Trouble in the backcourt. Commodores will lose the basketball. Good defense that time by Lyons. Elena Lyons really bottled up Bree Gallagher. Lyons off a double screen. Shot won't go off the glass, and Gallagher controls it for the Commodores. Men are starting to come out of the locker room, standing behind us. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in this third quarter. That men's game will follow. Moore kept it alive, knocked it off a Clark State Eagle, I think. Nope, they're going to say it went off Moore. Commodores in that soft press. They had the tight press in that opening half, and I think with the foul trouble that Coach Granito's team is now in, he's backed that off a little bit. Nice feed inside from Lyons. Good defense from Sprouse. And a technical foul has been called on the bench of Clark State. Jay Eder, their head coach, upset he did not get a call on that shot by his team. And really got on the officials, and they teed him up. Here's a look at Eder.
Go real quick, too.
Gallagher will come down. She'll shoot the technical foul. Bree 1 of 2 from the foul line this afternoon. So that ends up costing Clark State a point and gives Lorain County Community College their largest lead of the game. It's at 12. Clark State with the full court press. Inbound to Moore. She's doubled up right away. As Moore needs some help. Not going to get it. Sprouse will tie up. Possession arrow will favor the Eagles. Lyons and Weaver continue to struggle, Brian. I mean, you know, those two young ladies combined average 32 points per game. Tonight, or this afternoon, they've got 3.
Yeah.
And that one was in my kitchen.
Always got to be ready for that one.
The hands of a wrestler.
Yeah. Move pretty quick there.
Moore with position. Az just got knocked down. Kelsey Boggs will pick up the foul. That's Kelsey's second.
This game's getting a little dirty right now.
Number 13, Kelsey Boggs, her second, team third.
Moore will spot up, find her teammate. That's Kelsey Gannon off the top of the rim. Wouldn't drop. Moore tied it up. Coach Granito thought two Commodores had tied it up. Possession arrows in his favor, so he'll keep the basketball. Both coaches a little on edge this afternoon.
They're
both going to need some throat lozenges after the game.
Need some tea with honey in it after today's game.
Here comes Weaver, looking for her first basket. Nice strong move, missed. Shot was missed by Boggs, and Gannon tied it up. Kelsey Gannon wrapped her hands around that ball like it was her favorite, I don't know.
Favorite toy?
It would be a peanut butter cookie for me if I was trying to Sprouse for three.
I like the chocolate chip myself, but.
Fouls on Gannon. That's Kelsey's fourth, and that's going to earn her a spot on the bench. 4:31 left to play, third quarter. Gannon will go talk to Coach Granito. Maya McDonald will check in. Maya's another two-sport athlete here at Lorain County Community College. Played both volleyball and now basketball. Venetia Billings, volleyball and basketball. I talked about Gannon, cross country and basketball.
A lot of two-sport athletes on our team this year.
Open look in front of her teammates. Sprouse with the rebound on the Mackenzie Cawley miss. Bree Gallagher brings it back. Takes a look. Here's Moore with it. Elliott the cutter. Ball off Maya McDonald. So the Eagles will have the basketball back. Up next for Lorain County Community College. They'll play on Wednesday. Thought I had who they were going to play. Looking in my notes right now. Game's on the road, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commodore personal fouls on number 24, Maya McDonald, her first.
McDonald, the freshman guard from Avon, with her first foul. This is Lamari Hawkins. Hawkins 2 of 3 from the foul line this afternoon. Hawkins with 9. She leads the Eagles in scoring. Boggs has 8. Brooke Starrett has 3, and Elena Lyons has 3. Those are the only 4 that have scored.
Hawkins has been the silver lining for the Clark State Eagles today.
Gallagher against the press. Game's back to a 10-point game. There's a whole lot of basketball left to be played. Moore will take a long three. Brandon Smith, her teammate on the bench, has just got a huge smile on her face.
From deep in the wing.
Jay Edder's working for his second technical. He's working hard for it, actually. I think he wants it.
He's not too happy with these refs today.
This is Moore again. She traveled with the basketball. 13-point Commodore lead, 37-24. We're at 3:01 left to play in the third. As Moore getting a lot of playing time here. Averages just about 5 minutes a game. She is significantly over that today.
with all the foul trouble that we've had, that the Commodores have had today. Need to go deep into our bench for some players today.
Moore will shoot it again, make it again.
With that three.
That one even got a smile from Coach Granito. Coach Chiquetta Davis, his assistant.
Start looking
really
like
happy.
a swimming pool out there.
Lyons from the foul line left it short. It's been that kind of afternoon for that young lady. She's a good shooter. 82% from the foul line, almost 40% from the field, 17 points per game, but it's just not her afternoon today. That happens.
That's been the biggest contributor to today is the press defense. They're not able to shoot the three today, and they're not getting the good shots. Again, it's been Hawkins who has been the big star for Clark State today, and not the other two.
Moore traveled with the basketball. Four subs in, you see in the shot for Clark State. One player will remain, and that is Lamari Hawkins, who has been able to at least give Clark State a little bit of hope throughout this afternoon. Hawkins has been steady.
There's still one more quarter to go. It's still a lot of basketball to be played.
If I'm Lamari, I continue to do that. Just drive to the basket, because defensively, the Commodores really don't have an answer for her, and she can get in there and draw those fouls and shoot free throws.
That's what she's been looking for, the fouls all day, and she's been connecting on most of her free throws today.
Gallagher with 2 fouls. Hawkins at the foul line. She is 4 of 5. Make it 5 of 6, and goes against her season average. She's a 40% free throw shooter in 17 games.
Having herself a good game today.
Absolutely. I mean, she is money. She's got 12 points, and half of them have come from the foul line. Clark State fans in attendance behind us shouting out, "We need a stop." They certainly do. Clark State located in Springfield, near the Dayton area. About a 3.5-hour drive.
Yeah.
Probably more today with the weather that we had overnight. We all woke up in northeastern Ohio, at least, to a 4 or 5 inch blanket of snow.
It usually takes me about 20 minutes to get here from where I live, and it took me a little bit longer today, about 40 minutes to get here.
She is again, missed the layup. Gallagher kept it alive for the moment, kept it alive enough for Kelsey Boggs to grab it and score with it. That is 3 on Gallagher. Boggs with 10, she'll look for 11 from the foul line. And with that, the lead has shrunk to 11. Sprouse to McDonald. Maya with a ball fake. Should have shot it. She had the open look. Haley Sprouse will. Rattled the cage. Wouldn't go. And
open shot. For her today, there's been a lid on the basket for her.
Clark State starting to win those loose balls. They did not win them in the opening half. Commodores owned every one.
Good loose ball takeaway.
Moore going to go to the basket. Shot was blocked. Got it back. Shot blocked again, and she'll shoot free throws. We credit Moore with just determination. Coach Granito in his 5th year leading this Commodore women's basketball program. Vince Granito, Dr. Granito on campus. He's a professor in our psychology department. 15th year as a full-time professor on our campus. Did you ever have Dr. Granito for psychology?
I haven't had him, but from talking to him here, he seems like he's a great teacher, and he's also very pleasurable just to talk to.
Moore makes them both. She's got 8 points all here in the 3rd quarter. She has been outstanding off the bench, as Brian pointed out, needed because of the foul situation for this Commodore women's team.
We have
a lot of ladies in foul trouble.
I mean, one of the biggest factors is we haven't seen Venetia Billings out here in a very long time.
Sprouse with a steal. Haley will lay it up, take her time, and lay it in. She's got 8. You're right. We have not seen Billings at all because she got her 3rd foul right away in this 3rd quarter and has been on the bench since that time. But her team has responded and responded well. They're up 15 as we head to the 4th and final quarter. We'll be back.
29.
There are many things I want to do. I'm just grateful to have all the opportunities that I have in front of me. I'm Julian Colbert. Lorain County Community College for me allowed me to go at the pace that I wanted to go. Some people might say I'm ahead in some ways, and this has definitely propelled me forward. At the end of May, I'll graduate from Clearview High School. I am going to the Ohio State University in the fall. I earned the Moral Scholarship at Ohio State. The basis of the essay for the scholarship, in a sense, was for me to explain what diversity and inclusion means to me. It goes a little beyond race, deeper into socioeconomic backgrounds. Being mixed, I can sort of fit in with both white and black kids and see both sides of the equation. I was able to cross lines more than most people were, and for a long time I didn't even realize what I was doing. I have to be strong and stable in a way to where I can be relied upon and be the backbone for other people. And that is what I'm most excited for.
Julian Colbert, that story on a Clearview Clipper. One of his fellow Clippers is Venetia Billings, about to re-enter the game for the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. Julian, great story, Moral Scholarship winner at Ohio State. Started his college educational pursuit here at Lorain County Community College. So we start the 4th and final quarter of the women's game with the largest lead of the afternoon. Commodores up 15 at 44-29. Men's game will follow at tip at approximately 3 o'clock. Nice little lob inside to a young woman who's probably exhausted. Lamari Hawkins. I'm not sure Lamari has sat yet. I'm certain she has, I guess, but I mean,
it's been very few and far between.
Very few and far between. She has put in a lot of work today. Done a great job. So Sprouse out top to Smith. They move it over to Elliott. And that's a
nice
beautiful
open
shot by Ashley Elliott. Lions step back, left it short.
Venetia Billings is just showing that she is a presence wherever she is, because now they're focusing a lot of their attention, Clark State is, on her.
Hawkins will push it against Billings. Venetia kept her arms up in the air, did not want to draw that 4th foul quickly. Bree Gallagher picked up her dribble, should not have done that. Billings bails her out. Shot clock violation. With too much time dribbling out top that time by Bree Gallagher.
That was a long possession. It seemed longer than just 24 seconds, but I lost a little bit of their concentration there up top.
Sprouse and Hawkins, that's a frustration foul. Lamari Hawkins reached around Haley Sprouse. That is her first foul.
She's looking tired today.
As active as she's been today, and as part of almost every possession for her team, she has just 1 foul.
That's playing smart basketball, because she's getting the fouls. She's not causing any.
Yeah, she has certainly drawn an awful lot as she is driven to the basket this afternoon. But it's the Commodores team-wise that are in command of this basketball game.
It's good defense there by the Clark State Eagles.
Comes Hawkins once again on the break. She'll lay it up and lay it in. 14 points for Lamari Hawkins. She leads all scorers. Her and Venetia Billings both have 14. Strong rebound by Anara Williams.
It was an open shot, but it looked like she went a little bit too quick up for the shot.
Missed shot, but she'll shoot free throws. Brooke Sterrett. Fouls on Ashley Elliott. That is Ashley's second.
At the line, Brooke Sterrett.
Sterrett perfect at the foul line this afternoon, 2 of 2. And remains so. She's got 4. Nice, smooth, steady stroke by Brooke Sterrett.
Perfect from the line.
The press has given the Commodores a little trouble.
That was a good
Weaver and Lena Lyons doing a nice job pressuring the ball.
That was a good, smart play though, because number 14 could tell that they were going to try to get the ball out, and it went out of bounds.
Going to call a foul on Bree Gallagher. They're going to say that Bree pushed off trying to get separation. That is Bree's 4th, so she's got 4. Gannon's got 4. Billings has 3. Smith has 3. Coach Granito's lucky he's got 10 players. He might need them. Simmerly back in. Kelsey is in with 6 points, 3 fouls. Boy, it's great when you can bring a player like Kelsey Simmerly off the bench to just provide some stability. And there is the first made basket by Liz Weaver of the afternoon. I say it because she's second on this team in scoring with 15 points per game.
It's been a very surprising game for her today.
Look at that, Kelsey Simmerly. Simmerly with the rebound. For Kelsey, that's 8 points. We got a 60-second full timeout, so we're going to take one too. Another in 60 is cued. Ready for your view.
I'm currently a Lorraine police officer. I hold the rank of detective sergeant. I'm Tamitha Angelo. I'm from Lorraine. I am the first female sergeant here at the Lorraine Police Department. After getting out of the military, I used my GI Bill to attend Lorraine County Community College, where I obtained my associate's degree. I also went to Lorraine Community College Police Academy. I chose LCCC to follow my career. The toughest part of my job at the Lorraine Police Department is dealing with kids that maybe have been abused. It's a majority of the work that I do working with children and handling homicide cases, especially when children are involved. I think being a mom and being that mother makes you want to shield the children from what's really out in the world. I think the best part of my job that makes me happy is obviously going home to my family and going home safe, but knowing that I put every bit of effort that I could to be able to lock up somebody that deserves to be locked up.
It's a big bucket by Simmerly before that timeout because Clark State, Brian, was on a 7-0 run.
It's amazing how many spark plugs there actually are on this Commodores team. Of course, we have our main players like Billings and Gallagher, but Simmerly comes off and she's just automatically runs up and down the court and just creates a microwave effect on the rest of these players and gets them going.
Kelsey picked up her 4th foul. Step back on a ball fake from Lyons, and Billings goes up and grabs the air ball.
That was good defense there from Simmerly.
Brandis with a hesitation dribble created that look. Hawkins, good work. Nice defense by Billings. Here come the Eagles. Sharpshooter is ready to roll. Liz Weaver, back-to-back 3. She's got 6. Suddenly it's a 9-point game with 5:50 left. There's a lot of time left in this basketball game. Commodores need a bucket.
Yep. They're getting a little lackadaisical on their defense. Maybe getting one more foul might get them back into a rhythm.
Oh, that's a big turnover. Timely if you're a Commodore fan. Boy, you don't want Liz Weaver heating up, and it looks like she is.
That microwave effect might have had an effect on Liz Weaver as well.
She leads the team with 63-point shots made.
Nice behind the back.
Little floater.
Ooh.
Did not fall in. Went halfway in and popped back out.
Over the last few games, it seems like there's been a lid on the basket for Smith here.
So Lyons and Smith trying to take over this basketball game. Too many offensive looks that time for Clark State. Brooks Sterrett, he's got 7. It's a 7-point game. Time to get nervous. Coach Granito, arms crossed, looking down at his players on his bench, trying to figure out what has happened to his big lead. Commodores were up 17 with 9 minutes left. Over the last 4 minutes, Clark State has cut that lead to 7. Haley Sprouse across the lane, missed the shot, ball's loose.
That was a sloppy basket to try to put up there. Not too much room for her to put up, and she was on the move too. She didn't have her feet set.
The floater rolls in. That young lady has found her way. She's got 8.
And the most crucial time, she's coming up.
Smith, boy, do they need that. Brandis Smith. That is Brandis' first bucket. You know, we spent a lot of time talking about Liz Weaver, who averages 15 not scoring. Brandis Smith, who averages 13 for the Commodores. That's her first basket. They need her right now. There's a full timeout on the floor, 60-second timeout on the floor for Clark State. We'll be back.
The full timeout.
I've been a full-time student here since I was a sophomore. I have 84 college credits. I'm 18 years old. My name is Hannah Newsome. I would love to be the person that creates an artificial heart from live human cells. I've always been very interested in the Jarvik heart, how it's been able to keep people alive so much longer. I'm doing HIV research on a deletion mutation at Lorain County Community College. The goal is to create a new therapy for HIV/AIDS. I work under Dr. Harry Kessler. I love learning, so I don't just love learning in the classroom, I love learning how my car works, learning theory of music and how it all relates, math, how it can combine things together. I love seeing how we can potentially manipulate genetics, which runs on a code, how to help people to change their condition. I'd love to be a biomedical engineer. I sing, but not very well.
That Brandis Smith basket ended a 7-0 run over 2 minutes and 19 seconds by Clark State that brought the Eagles from, down double digits to, they closed it all the way to 7 at 48-41.
It's becoming a tight game here. It's getting good, and it's getting good.
Moore is in trouble. She needs a timeout or something. Going to get a 5-second call, and that's exactly what had happened. Well, nope, they called a jump ball. They called a tie-up, and that works in the Commodores' favor. The 5-second call would have given Clark State the basketball. They called a tie-up, and the Commodores had the possession arrow. Moore can shoot it from out there. She's made 2 already, misses this one short. Cannon runs down that rebound. Here's Moore. Inside with strength, didn't go, and she's going to get a foul in the backcourt. Fight for that rebound with Kelsey Boggs. Boggs picked it up. Moore gets called for the foul. They're going to walk down the floor.
A little bit of a mismatch there for Moore to put it up there.
Sure. Boggs is 5'10". Moore stands at 5'5". She was in the land of the Giants. Hawkins doing what she does best. Not that, didn't mean to say that, losing the ball, driving the ball. She's done a great job driving the ball. Presses on. It has given the Commodores some struggles. Long lead, not long enough. Cawley with the steal. Cawley will lay it up, miss the bunny. That is a unfortunate miss.
Fortunate if you're a Commodores fan.
Yeah, fortunate if you're a Commodores fan. Brandis Smith with a step back. She'll shoot the three. Right in front of her teammates.
Couldn't have had a smoother stroke.
Yep. Leads back to 10. Hawkins again. Fouls on Gallagher. And that is Bree's fifth. She is done with 3:05 left. Haley Sprouse will get the pointed finger from Coach Granito.
That's a big loss, too.
Yep. Bree Gallagher is out with just 4 points, but the reason she's a huge loss is she's the glue.
She's the team captain here, and she's been, like I said before, she's been a pest on defense all day.
Boy, Hawkins, for the first time in a long time, missed a free throw. She has been money in the bank from the foul line this afternoon for Clark State. Missed them both, and Venetia Billings, that rebounding machine.
That's 15 for Venetia there.
Remember, she sat out pretty much the entire third quarter. Foul on Liz Weaver. That is Liz's first. Billings got her third foul early on in that third quarter. Coach Granito sat her the rest of the quarter. So
she's been out this entire fourth quarter, though.
Smith with a wild one. That's a case, I think, Brian and Brandis feeling it a little bit.
So that was a heat check there.
She had hit her last 2 shots, including a step-back 3. Looked good doing it.
It would have been a little bit of a nicer shot if it was a little bit more open instead of trying to go over the land of the Giants there.
Lyons, she can shoot it, missed it long. Smith with a rebound. .220 left. This has been an entertaining basketball game.
It's been a fun game to watch.
Both teams have worked extremely hard. They've each had their runs. Moore with it. Now it's Billings. Venetia with a shot blocked by Hawkins.
As you were saying, I don't think any team could be disappointed with the way they've played today.
Ooh. Hawkins landed oddly on her left leg, and the knee, I think, almost hyperextended on her.
You saw it bend backwards a little bit there. She's tough, though. She's walking it off.
Falls on number 14, Haley Sprouse, her second.
Hawkins will shoot 2 free throws.
That's been her home for today, hasn't it?
She is 6 of 9. Now make it 6 of 10.
She's hurting there.
She's missed her last 3 free throws. She was 6 of 7. Yeah, I think she's banged up. She is not moving well on those legs right now.
But she's tough. She's pushing through.
Biting her teeth. Moore with a wide open look. Boy, it was too wide open. Billings with the rebound. Venetia missed the shot. Sprouse kept it alive. Smith from outside. Boy, if you're the Commodores there with a fresh 30, you almost want to pull that thing back and just milk the clock.
Milk the clock, and it looks like they're trying to do a little bit of a 3-point contest out there right now. Feeling a little bit too confident there.
Hawkins with a beautiful feed. Recognized the defense was drawn to her and fed her teammates Sterrett. Didn't turn out positive, but it sure looked nice. Moore's going to dribble. Game clock's at 1:12. Shot clock's at 18.
They're going to milk this clock out as long as they can.
Venetia Billings went hard to the basket. Shot went up almost over the shot clock, so Eagles will get it back.
See Coach Granita telling them to get back to the other side of the court for the defense, make sure there's no shots.
Billings and Moore tying it up. As Moore into a double team. Ran into Brooke Sterrett. Brooke will pick up the foul. 45 seconds left. Commodores up 9. The men waiting in the wings. They will follow next.
It's been a hard-fought game by both teams, but it's good to see another Commodores win for the season.
Great win for the Commodores if they can hold on, and boy, it would be epic if something changed now. That's Smith with the floater.
That'd be something Tracy McGray would pull out of his socks. Scored 13 in 26 seconds, I think it was, something like that.
Yep. This is Lyons working against Sprouse. Elena Lyons with a real nice sliding, cutting shot off the glass.
That was a circus shot if I've ever seen one in my life.
We'll take it. Coach Granito calls a timeout with 12 seconds left. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Commodores up 53-46. They are up 7. The gym is drawn quiet, so you can hear everything that Coach Granito is saying right now. As we whisper on our broadcast.
I thought we were calling basketball, not golf.
Gannon and Moore, Smith, Billings, and Sprouse will come out for the Commodores. Lorain County Community College on their way to winning. That's a big deal. They've won only 3 games this year. They've lost 9 of their last 10. This is a nice afternoon for them. A lot of smiles over there on that bench.
It's fun to watch when it's a competitive game and we get the win out of it.
So number 14 at the foul line is Haley Sprouse, sophomore from Keystone. Haley's had a real nice game all around. 8 points. Great job handling the ball. Wonderful job playing pressure defense. Two seconds left. Lions will fire it. Buzzer hit. This ball game's over. 54-46. Lorain County Community College, a winner this afternoon in the women's matchup and a doubleheader day from the Ewing Activities Center. Men are next, Brian. So thoughts on this women's game?
Overall, it was a competitive game. It was fun to watch. Both teams should be proud of themselves for how they played. The biggest factor was the press defense and not letting those 2-3 shooters get in. I think they totaled up a total of... Well, Hawkins went crazy in the third quarter and fourth quarter, but usually they average about 31 points, and they were up to about maybe 10.
Well, Weaver had 8 in the fourth quarter, as you said, and Lions finished with 5, so 13 points, out of a tandem that averages 30 plus.
Yeah,
and they got most of those points late. So that was, if Coach Granito wanted to lock down that outside shot. His team did exactly that.
Very much so.
So it's a good win. 54-46, the final. Coach Granito and Coach Davis walk off the floor victorious with smiles on their faces. Up next, in about 20 minutes, the men will play. Clark State here to take on the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. Brian and I will be back in about, 16, 18 minutes to set you up for that one. All right, we'll be back.